What is up, A-Team? Welcome back. Auzsome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. So I'm here to talk about Do Kwon, and an article came out here that I think needs to be addressed because I've sort of felt like this the last couple of days that it has sort of fallen into this dictatorship model of which one validator is talking about here. And I think the community is starting to see this more and more because things are starting to change. Obviously there was votes already in the proposal well before any of the validators could go there and vote. We already had the sense that this blockchain and everything was was already going through before anyone knew anything about it. I mean, look at Coinbase. Coinbase already said that, hey man, we're shutting it down on May 27th. I mean, that's pretty ironic. They're shutting down on May 27th. This so happens to be passed on May 27th. Just very weird things going on here. It's almost like this is automatically guaranteed now. So it's like, why are we going through the vote if it already feels like it's guaranteed? And the one thing that I feel that this might be true, this article here that says that this might be true in terms of a dictatorship model, is that here it is right here. They amended the Terra Revival plan. So this is the part that's a little, upsetting to me, is that you put out a revival plan. You put it out there for the community to vote on. Now you have these people that obviously were voting on it. These validators that went out there, they're voting on it. They put in their votes, and all of a sudden, 3 days later, you decide to change the entire proposal. You decide to add things to it. And again, some things might be beneficial, but now what happens to all those validators that voted on the original plan? All that just goes to the wayside? Because what if they don't agree with your additions to this? It just seems very weird to me that you're able to go in and change these as people already voted for this. And it just seems like things are getting weirder and weirder with this. And, I got to say, I agree with CZ here. He calls the plan stupid. He comes out here. I mean, they're really just saying, hey, they're making amends to this when it's already in the voting process. As you can see right here, this is what we're talking about. They changed the name to this. It's no longer the Revival Plan. It's actually the Builders Alliance, the rebirth of the Terra Network. So they even changed the entire name of it. And then, like I said, you go down over here and it's like, what's going on? Now you got all these votes that came in well before this change happened. And it's like, can they take back their votes now? Or are they still locked in here because they've already voted on the previous plan? And so there has been some changes to this plan. If you actually go in and you click on the revival plan and you go down to the tokenomics here, this used to be 10% unlocked at Genesis. Now it's 30% unlocked at Genesis. And then this right down here used to be 10% unlocked at Genesis, 10% unlocked at Genesis. So there was a lot of changes coming up here. Again, some people might look at this as being beneficial. Some people not so much. Again, they've added the 6-month cliff on these, which this wasn't here before. There's a lot of things that they changed in here that makes it go, well, I mean, this isn't the original plan that you've proposed in front of everyone. Now you amended it after votes were already in. So it's just sort of become like this, I could just say it's become a shitstorm, dude. And I have to say that when you start reading through these, I mean, you have a Terra validator coming out here slamming Do Kwon as a dictatorship model. That is a dictatorship, dude. You're coming in here and basically saying, dude, it doesn't matter what you guys say. This is all smoke and mirrors now. This voting, this DAO that you have in place is sort of a joke. I mean, this isn't really what everyone signed up for, and it's becoming more and more obvious to everyone that this is almost rigged in a way. And I don't want to say that because it does suck to hear that this has become a dictatorship model, or maybe it always has been, we don't know. But to even think about that is upsetting. To think that your vote really doesn't count, and they've basically gaslighted you into thinking that it does in some way or another, is really sad. I mean, we don't want to see that kind of stuff, especially in the space of DeFi, when there's already trust issue as it is, tons of trust issues because of a lot of tokens and developers scamming people. And it just sort of feels like the more and more we talk about this, and the more and more Do Kwon does things in this space, the more and more I get a bad taste about this, because again, I own a pretty good amount of this token. We've been through the process here, and I want to see this token succeed. I want to see it, do very, very well. But it's just like these small things that come up, and it's like, wait a second, dude, you can't go and do that to the community. In addition to that, you're not even listening to the community, because again, the community wants the burn. The community wants the burn and the remedies. They want all this kind of stuff. And it just seems like those are getting pushed to the wayside. No one's voting on them when we know that those will actually help out the project. So a lot of things are coming down the pipeline here that just don't add up to me. And, with these articles coming out, it feels like every day something new is coming out in regards to Do Kwon and his leadership, or just his personality, or what he's doing to actually hurt the price. And it's just like, man, this is just really upsetting, and things that you don't want to see. So at the end of the day here, I hope that this actually does not go through. I hope that we meet this veto here. We are really close. We still have 5 days. There's 16% no with a veto. So obviously this carries a lot more. This is basically like you got no, I don't really agree. And then you got like hell no, I don't agree over here. And, we only need to get a 33%. So we're over halfway there. Total vote right here, this yes, is actually decreasing. Every time I go in here, this was 79% this morning. Now it's 73. I hope that this does not pass. This is starting to get to the point where I just feel like Do Kwon is sort of taking advantage of this whole process. And, I don't feel that the actual governance token or what this was designed to do as a DAO, it's not helping out the token at all. It's really, hey, whatever Do Kwon says is really what's going on. And I'm starting to get that vibe, unfortunately. And, people might say that that's FUD or I'm here talking down on Do Kwon. It's just very obvious. I mean, this is right in front of everyone to see. And it's just really, really upsetting that he's not listening to the community. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts. Is this sort of a dictatorship? Do you agree with him changing this proposal halfway through when votes are already been cast on the previous one and now they're carrying over to this amended one? Like, does that make sense to you guys? Let me know down below. Because for me, I just don't agree with it at all. So with all that said, I hope everyone has an amazing day. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them down in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe. And with all that said, we're out. Peace.